Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here. Welcome to the Crypto Analyst live stream. Today, of course, we're going to be going over everything that's happening in the market right now. We're going to be doing some TA of the major cryptocurrencies as well as any of them that are requested. We're going to be going over everything that's happening in the news right now, and personally, my thoughts on what's happening in the market and where we are going to go from here. Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? What exactly is happening? Should you buy? Should you sell? We're going to be going over a lot of the fundamentals of what's happening in the market today. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for the live stream, and we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. So thank you guys, everyone, for who is going to tune in here, or everybody who's going to be here live, because it's going to be a great time. And I want to go ahead and appreciate and thank everyone before we get started. So let's go ahead and get on into this. I want to make sure I have my stream pulled up on the right side so I can actually read what's happening over here. But as we can go ahead and tell, and I guess I'll give everybody a second to get in here before I go ahead and just get started, because, like, let's be honest, I haven't streamed in a while. So before I get started, I should probably give everyone that wants to join a chance to join before I just go ahead and get this kicked off. So first off, I know this is a very obscure time. This is kind of a last minute notice thing. I posted in my Discord. I was like, hey, I'm live streaming at 8:30 Eastern time. Again, a really obscure time. If you're on the West Coast, you're probably not even off work yet. But we had a lot of cool things to talk about. I was putting a list together earlier of my top 10 favorite cryptocurrencies and the ones that I'm seeking to buy since the market is so low right now. And I have a list of those that I'll probably give you guys a sneak peek. But I have a bunch of announcements today that I want to talk about too, because there's definitely some crucial things that I'm changing and adjusting about my channel, because now that I am on my own again, I'm going to start trying to get back into the flow of things of how it used to be, because people really liked how my channel used to be. And the majority of you guys who did follow me didn't like how it took a turn. And so that's partial to the reason of why I'm back here and why we're going to be doing things like we used to. So that's just something to note. Hey Samuel, Jeff Samuel, how's it going? Welcome, dude. Great to have you. So yeah, oh man, so much to talk about. I guess first things first, I guess I don't want to get too far into this before I get this thing rolling. I also forgot to say I was live on Discord, so I want to go ahead and pull up Discord right now and message everyone. And we should probably get a link to this as well, now that I am thinking about it. But yeah, we're going to be going over exactly what's happening with this in Bitcoin. That's probably the first thing that we're going to touch on, is this newfound support that we have, but also whether or not this is going to be a rising wedge or whether this is a rising channel, and how we're really differentiating that instead of just, oh, I got to mute that so it don't cause problems. And let's exit out of there. And I think we're ready to get this show on the road. Alright, so first things first, how are we going to talk about how this is a channel versus how or whether or not this is going to be a rising wedge? So of course we did have our 2 touch points on the rising wedge with our 2 touch points on the bottom. Not sure that was going to be enough, though. Generally what I like to see if I'm looking at something like this is, 1, for it of course to be clean, but 2, for it to have 3 touches on both the support and the resistance. And so here we only have 2 and 2, so it's not very anything solidified. And it's like I said in my video a couple days ago about how it was, it had a lot of time to contradict itself, right? We had a lot of time to break out of this rising wedge and just stay in this upward channel that I have. Because if we move away these lines that I have over here, if we just kind of move this up, then you can see this is a very clear channel. I mean, the heart line's been respected for time and time again, especially within this area, within this middle part that we have over here. You have the heart line being pretty well respected, and then of course the top and the bottom being absolutely respected. You have nearly 3 touches on the top, going on 4 or 5 now, and then of course you have your 2 on the bottom. So what I'd like to see here is for us to come back down and bounce off of the resistance, or of the support line that we have towards the bottom of this channel, somewhere around $6,650. So that would be our ideal drop range if we are going to come down here and touch along support. So we'll see whether or not this happens. We're seeing that we're starting to get rejected up here from our top of the channel. But again, if we do bring down this at all, we are going to see a little bit of a rising wedge forming. So what we want to see, if you are a bull, what you want to see is one, possibly just holding on this line of resistance that we previously had over here. So if you're a bull, what you want to see is what was resistance now being used as support. So if you can hold yourself on the top of this wedge that we had, then that would be a very bullish thing. I mean, you'd be holding yourself on top of a rising wedge, which is a bearish continuation pattern. So that within itself is saying some sort of a reversal is happening here. The other thing I want to kind of scope out on here and take a look at is based upon what we have over here. So of course we have this massive line of resistance previously broken, now broken again. So it's kind of not viable anymore since it's been double broken. So I've gone ahead and deleted it. We can go ahead and delete this arrow too. But what you're seeing here is you're seeing the momentum and the volatility slow down in the cryptocurrency market, and that's happening for a couple of reasons. First off, the bear market is, I believe, coming to an end. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's going to be over within the next couple days or weeks, probably not even the next month. But this is showing signs of seller exhaustion and, more importantly, bear exhaustion, because they're two different things. So what you see here is you see, of course, this massive first drops. You have your first drops, then you have smaller ones, then smaller ones, then smaller ones. And what this does is, on our previous run, we've created for ourselves a higher low, which is the first time that we've done this in about 8 months. So this is pretty significant for us to see this level of momentum come to the market and saying, hey, the seller exhaustion is getting to a point of where it's getting to the point of where it's so extreme that they're not even able to make lower lows anymore. Now, I'm not saying that we cannot make lower lows. If you guys watched the video, I should probably exit out of this. First things first, so we don't get notifications. If we, I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah, so we can't get, I'm not saying that we can't get lower lows, but what I am saying is that you're seeing signs of bear exhaustion. You're seeing signs of a bear market starting to be reversed, because what you have is you have yourself setting up and just showing seller exhaustion. I mean, if you go ahead and we changed it to the 1 day, and you're looking at your MACD and your RSI, which we can go ahead and take a look at over here. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. We had clear signs over here of one, bullish divergence. A lot of people called me crazy, but I was talking about this. I posted about this all in the Discord. I think I even posted about it on Twitter, that you're talking about, and you're seeing this massive volume, negative volume that we had, the highest level of negative volume that we had since March in cryptocurrency, now fading away. And what you're having over here is on your, let me see if I can get this thing up here. We're gonna go ahead and draw a little bit. Something I want to always point out is that people never, I totally forgot the name of our little lines down here. Oh man, the words completely slipped my mind, but people never talk about these. So one, this is kind of showing the extreme factor of just how volatile the market is and how far either bullish or bearish the market is. So what you have here is you have your initial low, followed by less levels, followed by less levels, now followed by even less levels. So 4 times you're seeing yourselves lose negative momentum in the market. Now, of course, this could come down here again. I still think we have another drop. I was talking, I think, to Jeff and some other people in Discord today, and we were talking about how we definitely think that there's going to be another last leg on Bitcoin. So what it sees right here, I mean, right now it looks like we're looking to set ourselves up for maybe at least one more leg on our drop, but then probably rally into a bull market. So again, I don't think this bear market's quite done yet, but I think it's getting pretty close to being done. I think sometime within the next 6 months, you're going to see this bear market come to an end, because I don't think it's going to be able to hold on for too much longer. I think you're going to have a bull rally and a bull market. Now, granted, when I'm saying that we're going to have a full-on bull rally, I'm not saying what we're going to do is see price action like we saw over here. That's a common misunderstanding, because this was the last bull market that we have, so people think that the next one has to be even bigger, which simply is not true. Personally, I don't believe that the next bull rally is going to be as big as this one. I don't think we're going to even contest our all-time high in the next bull rally. I think we're going to have to go through a market cycle of where we, first off, reverse this massive bear market, get ourselves into a bull market, go into another bear market, and then finally, with our second bull market that we're going to have, is get ourselves out of here. So I think that this could be broken, probably not in the next bull market. I think you're going to go through a bull market, a bear market, and then another bull market in which you will break this all-time high on Bitcoin. I think this is going to take time, because and I'm horrible at talking to chat, so pardon me. Just said that's a good point. Cy Girl says, hey Brendan. Hey Cy, how you doing? Just says, hey, what's up? Oh man, what does that mean? Stochastics? What's up? Nvidia Corp said same thing happened this time last year. Crypto is seasonal. Yeah, so dude, I've actually done several videos talking about the comparison. I'm a huge historical analyst. I love fundamentals, but I also love historical analysis. Mr. H or Vimedia, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm a huge person of historical analysis. I've compared the market cycle that we have right here to 2014. I've compared it to 2017, both of those several times. And so I've really kind of gone through and shown that this is kind of a seasonal period. And what you do is you usually do have two forms of cryptocurrency runs, at least based upon the past. You usually have a summer run and a winter run, and the winter run is somewhere around the time of Christmas. Ideally, why? Because one, people have a lot of time on their hands. They have a lot more time to trade. They have a lot more time to invest. They're getting Christmas bonuses. They have time off. And so what they do is they get themselves into this idea and this manner of, okay, I'm going to put this extra time to use. I'm going to put this extra money to use that I have, and we're going to combine the extra time with the extra money that we're getting around Christmas, and we're going to pile those into trading. And so what you see here is Bitcoin is the hot new, or cryptocurrencies are the hot new thing. It's volatile. If you know how to trade, you can make money faster than you can in stocks because of the volatility and the low market cap that it has. So you had all these people getting the cryptocurrency, and of course with it going up and up and up, people began to FOMO in. It started getting on the news. Everyone was telling their friends, hey man, you got to jump on this thing. It's going to go to the moon. It kept riding. Everything was great until it hit the top. And then you still had people saying, hey man, you want to get back in, it's just correcting itself. And little did they know it was a market reversal. So bless their souls. But you had so much happen here. So I think you're very right, Mr. Vine Media. The same thing did happen last year, except on a smaller scale. In fact, I would argue that similar things have happened every year, except on a smaller scale. I don't think they've been quite this notable. I think 2014 was extremely similar, at least upon the charts. But, and I used to contradict that. I used to say it wasn't. But the more I look at the 2014 chart, and I have a whole separate video on that, so we're not going to go too far into this, but the more you look at the charts of 2014 on a very close scale, the more you can match this up picture perfectly, comparing that the charts are just so identically similar. But I've also talked about how the 2014 chart had a 2-year bear market, and how I don't think we're going to have a 2-year bear market, and I've said my reasons why. I mean, cryptocurrencies are not the same as they were in 2014. Looks like a small bounce on the MACD so far. Yeah, so if we go into our daily MACD, what we're seeing over here already is a little bit of a bounce. Again, this negative momentum has dried up. You're seeing yourselves get some positive momentum, but we have to make sure that this lasts. Of course, the RSI looks like it's setting itself up for some bearish divergence, so not an ideal for what you want to see. Again, all attesting to the fact of me saying I think we have one more leg. I was talking to people. Whether or not where that leg is going to go is a separate topic, because I know me and Jeff were talking about it, and me and some other people were all talking about it today. Actually, let me go ahead and switch this back over to the 4-hour, because we were talking, right? So if this has one more leg down, this could go one of two places, in my opinion. So we were arguing because some people were saying that this can go anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. Personally, I think that idea is absolutely absurd for a couple of reasons. One, I don't understand the idea of $4,000 really and below. So I think $5,000 is a solid support, right? Right here. Top, it's a very solid support, okay? You have your entire next form of support being all in here, so maybe it breaks down to upper 4,000s at best, but you have absolutely so much support in here. So why in the world would you break down the $4,000? It just, you would have to be digging through so much support. So this is just people throwing out numbers, okay? So maybe you could argue that 3,000 is an arguable one, because this is where your next major support lies if you do break all of this in here, which I think is not going to happen. So if you break all of this, not only do you have all of these candle body closings to the left, you even have this one over here on the right. So you have an absolute ton of support at $3,000. But let's not even get over to that, because I don't even think we're going that low. Let's talk about the immediate future of if this leg were to happen right now, right? If we are going to take this fall right now, where would we go? I think it's one of two places. One, you have your support line right here, 3 touches on it. And you'd probably fall somewhere first of around $5,900. So you'd probably fall somewhere around $5,900. If you broke that, you would be following this trend line downwards that you previously had, and that would bring you to, guess what, exactly around $5,000 on Bitcoin, which makes sense. It's a psychological barrier, and it's just kind of ironic. So whether or not you want to say that this is manipulated so it's going to fall exactly on $5,000 is like a separate argument, but it is kind of ironic that if it were to take a leg down right now, it would end up pretty much exactly at $5,000. So again, your two supports, if it can't hold this one, it's going to most certainly fall down and touch this bottom one. Personally, I think if it touches this one, you're going to have a bounce, and quite the significant one. So that's just my immediate thoughts on Bitcoin. So what I want to do here is, since you guys, I want to go through chat first of all. Looks like a small bounce. Oh yeah, interesting idea. Thank you so much, Jeff. Jeff's the man. Stochastics. Oh, oscillators. Oh, thank you so much. I was like, what's she talking about? Yes, thank you, Psy Girl. Stochastics. The oscillator or signal lines. I don't know what real traders actually call them. Yeah, I'm having like the biggest brain fart right now, and I'm actually I actually totally forgot. So we'll research that and we'll get back to it. Stochastics. You know what, we'll just call those the oscillators. We'll call them the stochastics until we find out what the true names of them are, because I totally forgot. But let's go ahead and take a look at one more thing here before we move on to anything else. And I also want to give you guys a sneak peek of really my idea for, so since the market's so low, right, let me talk about this first while we're looking at Bitcoin and exactly what it's doing. With Bitcoin so low, you have so many people. I can't tell you how many people I had come to me when it was at the top saying, hey man, how can I get in? I said, hey, you probably don't want to get in right now. Screw you, I'm getting in anyway. I said, all right. But then when they were all talking about it, they're saying, man, I can't believe, dude, I didn't get into XRP when it was 30 cents. I can't believe I didn't get into EOS when it was $5. I can't believe I didn't get into Bitcoin when it was $5,000. Man, I wish I saw Tron at 1 or 2 cents. Man, I wish I saw, like, whatever it is, right? I wish I saw Litecoin when it was $50. I had all these people come to me and said, man, it was a meme. You saw it all over stock tweets. You saw it all over Twitter and YouTube comments, Discord channels. You saw it everywhere. And so now that the prices are this low, you have these exact same people not buying the cryptocurrency that they said that they wanted to buy when it was that low, because they're afraid, right? So what you have is that they're more willing to buy at the top than they are at the bottom. So now that prices are low, they think that they're taking more of a risk because it's a bear market and it's low than it is when it's high, because they see it up here and they're going, man, it's going up now, I can ride the train. And so instead of trying to buy at the bottom, they're trying to ride the train to the top, which is the exact opposite of what you should do as a trader, right? You want to buy the bottom and ride it to the top, not try to ride it to the top, and what you end up doing is selling at the bottom. It's this new psychology that people developed during the great FOMO of, oh, I can just buy whenever and hold it as long as I want and it'll just keep gaining value. That's not something that you're going to be able to do probably for the next year or two in cryptos. You're going to have to play this smart. You cannot just buy whenever you want. So now what you're having is you're having yourself actually at good buying levels down here, but you don't have people buying it. So this is like I don't know what to call this. It's just this crazy idea to me of people setting standards and not following through with their plans. I think one of the most crucial things that you can do as a trader, if you're looking at this, one, you don't buy at the top of a channel at all, right? This is a nightmare. If you're buying yourself at the top of a wedge or at the top of the channel, you're doing it wrong. Same thing, if you're buying at the top with what we had over here, you're doing it wrong. You don't buy up here. You're buying down here. So once you're buying at the bottom, you have far less of a risk than when you're buying at the top. So set standards, set goals, and set like ideas and ideology. Like have a plan when you're going in and trading. Do not just trade because you heard something on a YouTube video, just because someone said something or you saw a comment in Discord. Don't do that. You need to have a set plan, a set standard going in saying, man, if it hits this price, I will buy if there is bullish oscillators. If I'm looking at my MACD and it's saying, hey, full on bullish, you're having triple bullish divergence. If I go onto my RSI and it's saying, hey man, double bullish divergence, then maybe that's a good time to buy if it's low, right? But if you're at the top of the wedge and you're seeing yourself lose levels of positive momentum like we're doing right now on our MACD and setting ourselves up for a little bit of a bearish episode, you probably don't want to buy. Same thing with your RSI. Your RSI is hooking. It's looking like it's time for a bit of a downturn, excuse me. So Just want to make sure I'm not behind on chat or anything before we go into this. So let me go ahead and pull up, before we go anywhere else in the market and what everything's doing right now, I want to make a couple of announcements. I also want to go through my top 10 cryptocurrencies that I am personally stocking up on right now since prices are so low. So obviously, maybe not like right now because we're at the top of a channel and a wedge, but like down here I was just stocking up on them, right? Let me get a drink of water as well. But you guys might be surprised by some of these, and I'll probably make a YouTube video out of this as well, explaining why exactly I'm buying these coins and also what they are. So yeah. Lots of fun stuff to talk about. So let me go ahead and drag this over here. So you guys might be surprised by some of these. So the first thing that we have, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it like this so we can still see what we have going on the charts. Boom, perfect. So first one is Bitcoin, of course, right? Bitcoin is going to hold its value. It's the king of the cryptocurrencies. Why am I buying Bitcoin? Because I think it's going to be living on. I think it's going to continue leading cryptocurrencies, and it's probably the most stable of all the cryptocurrencies, if you're not counting stable coins like Tether or TrueUSD or one of those. Number two, Ethereum, the king of the altcoins. What you're seeing right now is you're having people, and you're having cryptocurrencies, excuse me, not people, follow Ethereum rather than they are following Bitcoin. So what you're doing is you're having this weird time that we haven't seen in around 8 months where the altcoins are following Ethereum rather than Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin was going up, if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, the altcoins were all crashing. They were all going down, and Bitcoin was still holding its value or going up a little bit. And what you had is you had Ethereum going down, and they were all following Ethereum. When Ethereum started to get price action again, shot up, I believe it was from about $250 to around $300, you had all the altcoins following it as well and taking fairly nice gains. Again, Ethereum with its smart contracts, I think it's a great coin. I think it's going to hold some value. I think it's going to be a hard one to go wrong on. If cryptocurrencies do well, I think Ethereum is going to do well with it, especially within the next couple of years. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to number 3, XRP. Again, a controversial coin. If you guys do not like XRP, I kind of understand. I don't think it's perfect. I think that they definitely do have problems. One very main and crucial problem is like the missing, I believe it's their missing node, which is like essentially basically a missing part of their blockchain, which makes it not even blockchain. I think that they need to clarify that problem, but for the most part, they're in the news. They're in the news more than any other cryptocurrency. They are putting out so many connections and establishments, and for that, they are one of the most reputable cryptocurrencies in banking and in governments, and that's why they're constantly getting invited to things. So right now, I see them in the short term doing very good. They're very, very good at their marketing. They probably have the best marketing team out of all of the cryptocurrencies right now. So take that as they're not the best cryptocurrency, but they have the best marketing team. Let me emphasize that. So I think they're going to do very good in the short term for that reason. Number 4, of course, is EOS. I just see it as a better version of Ethereum. It's faster, it's better. There's not much else to say besides it's a better version of Ethereum. I think it's going to do very well. I think it's undervalued, and it could go a long ways. So EOS is my number 4. Cardano, number 5. I just see it as very cheap. What they're doing right now, they're a proof of stake token as well, as opposed to some of these that are, well, I was going to say all of these, not all of these are proof of work tokens. I see it kind of more so as just as a good buy right now in a good area of value. Number 6 is Binance Coin, of course. Binance Coin right now. Oh, let's go. Less Blessed said, any other fans of VC banked coins? Raise your hand. Is anybody a fan? Let me know, chat. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading through chat. Let's go ahead and talk about, yeah, so Binance Coin. So number 6, Binance Coin. Why would I buy Binance Coin? I think Binance right now, for number 1, it's the number 1 exchange in the world, and I think it's going to retain that at least for a while. I mean, nothing's really setting up to dethrone it. It's a global exchange. Everyone can use it. It has low trading fees. It has Tether on there as well, so people basically have a form of US dollar. They're going to be getting fiat pairs in addition to all this, and they have a very, very safe and reliable exchange that has a low rate of hacking, right? rarely ever even been breached. So they're one of the best exchanges in the world, and as cryptocurrency advances, the more traders there are, the larger the market cap gets, the larger the Binance coin will get, because it grows with the growth of crypto and with the use of Binance. So as Binance grows, as cryptocurrency grows, the Binance coin will grow and gain value. So for that reason, Binance coin is one that I am bullish on. They have an, and so let me mention another thing, is they have an active working product. A lot of these cryptocurrency nowadays do not have active working products. You have very few. I mean, you have Binance coin, you have Steam It, which I'm not too big of a fan of. You have, I believe, Encash is another one, which is actually on this list. Oh man, what was an XRP as an active working product? So some of these, very few of these have active working products. Ethereum and EOS would kind of count as active working products because of the smart contracts and the dApps, the decentralized applications that you can build on top of them. Again, active working products usually lead to great coins. So Binance coin is my number 6. Number 7, Amise Go. One that I have not been too fond of until lately, but people have gotten me into it, and I think it's cool, and I definitely think it has a lot of room to grow here. I forget what it's ranked at right now, to be honest with you, but if we look at OMG, we're going to find out. It's ranked at number 21, so it definitely has a lot of room to grow, a lot of market cap to grow. Just a $625 million market cap, so definitely room for Amise Go to grow. They're working with banking and with basically financial agencies in Southeast Asia and revolutionizing that whole area through blockchain technology. So they are already a company, and they are part of Amise, and I believe, I believe they're part of Amise, and Amise Go is essentially the blockchain or the cryptocurrency version of the company and working towards their product. So Amise Go is another one that I have recently gotten into. I don't think I've bought it yet, but I just, again, I've been trying to buy cryptocurrency. I am a college student, so there's only so much, and I don't make like anything off of YouTube. Common misconception, I think, I mean, I can even pull it up. I don't even care. You guys can totally see. Everyone thinks YouTubers make a lot of money. We don't, especially not in markets like this. So if I can go over here, hopefully I don't show anything I'm not supposed to. Oh yeah, there it is. Estimated values. Yeah, cool. Let's keep it here. $7.24. So yeah, so cryptocurrency or YouTube exactly does not like pay me bank, and I am a college student, so I don't make the most money. But as I get money available, I am trying to buy these cryptocurrencies, so I'm working my way into Amise Go. Number 8 is BAT, another one that I'm fairly new into, but I think it's really cool. Essentially, what they do is they allow you to revolutionize the internet and ads and everything, how this works. So what you can do is you can actually turn ads on and off, but if you leave ads on, you're getting paid to watch ads, and if you turn them off, you don't get fined, you don't get charged, you don't have ads, it's totally free. But if you would like to keep ads on, they would pay you for watching ads. So instead of, they're cutting, it's brilliant. They're cutting out the middleman. They're doing what blockchain and what cryptocurrencies are supposed to do, but they are cutting out the middleman. So instead of a company paying instead of say, I'm paying YouTube to watch that, to put up my ads, and then YouTube puts up my ads, and then you watch my ads. It sucks for you because you're not getting paid. I'm paying YouTube. YouTube gets the money, and then you're just forced there to sit and watch it. Essentially, what I'm doing now is I'm paying BAT, but BAT's giving you a portion of the money that I pay them because you're the one having to watch the ad, and it kind of sucks for you because you're the guy sitting there watching this. So you should be compensated for that. So that's what BAT does. They're fairly big right now. I believe that they're sitting at number 45. We're gonna find out. Basic attention, number 40. So they are working their way up there. Again, $230 million market cap, so they have a lot of room to grow from here. So I really enjoy BAT. So oh man, I exit out of that. Let's go ahead and read through chat a little bit here. Hit those likes button, y'all. If there's a coin on the list that supports your agenda, smash those likes. Yeah, so if there's a coin that you guys like, if there's something that you guys want me to take a look at, technical analysis wise, I would be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much, Psy Girl. Les Bless said, love your work, by the way. Yo, thank you so much, Les Bless. Dude, it's great to have you in here. Welcome, everybody. The media said Digibyte, Neo, Gas, Monero, and VeChain. Dude, we can definitely take a look at some of these. Amise Go could be a big deal, says Jeff Samuel. It very well could be, dude. They're on a good path so far. I like KCS as well. I haven't KCS. Does that sound familiar? Oh, KuCoin shares. I've never bought KuCoin shares. I've actually never even used the KuCoin exchange, if I'm being honest with you. I checked it out too recently. Keeping kept telling me about it too. Les Bless said, "You're not a regular college student, bro, and you know this." I don't know, dude. I seem like a regular college student to me. I'm just a college dude who knows how to do technical analysis and blockchain and all that. So, we'll see. I'm just I got all my books. So, actually, I think they're on the floor, but I'm a college dude. But thank you very much, Les Plus, means a lot. Digibyte is a very good project. Yeah, so Digibyte, oh, is it Digibyte? Okay, I get mixed up between Digibyte, DigiDAO, and man, there's another Digi. Great name, almost as good as Elf. Let me say GoPlan is to bring banking to the non-banked. Yeah, it is. That's one of their slogans, actually. All right, so thank you guys so much for chatting. You guys are being very active. Again, if you guys haven't hit the like, go ahead and smash that like button. So let's go ahead and take a look at some, oh no, we got to finish our list. So TRX, why in the world would I buy TRX, one of the most hated cryptocurrencies? Well, one, it's one of the most volatile cryptocurrencies, which I love. If you guys know anything about me, I love volatility. I think it's a great thing because you can make so much money in a volatile market. So with TRX being so low, with all the hype that goes in and around Tron, I think that buying Tron at 1 or 2 cents is a pretty low risk, in my opinion, because, I mean, it hit 30 cents. Let's be honest here. It hit 30 cents. Tron's not going to die in the next year, 6 months. They're just, I mean, unless Justin Sun really screws something up. They have such a fanboy fan base. And they do come out with news on a pretty regular basis. It's one of those things that, like, whether or not I believe in the project, I'm not going to hold Tron for the long term. I'm not going to hold it for 5 years or something like that. But what I might do is I might buy it when it's crazy low, let all the hype and fanboys run Tron to the mountain again, and then just sell it all off there. And then I'll buy some Ethereum or some EOS or some BAT, or I'll buy something actually useful with it that I can hold for the long term. But what I can do is I can let all the fanboys and everything. I mean, right now, if you're buying it at 1 cent and it hit 30 cents, if it goes back to its all-time high, then you're getting a 30x gain on Tron. Whether or not I believe that's going to happen is another story, but I'm just saying it has a very hype fanboy fan base that pump this thing at random times. It and Verge, they just get pumped. That's just what happens sometimes. So why not ride the pump and benefit a little bit of Tron? Get some more water here. OMG plans to bring banking to the, yeah, exactly, typos. True, 100% agree. TRX is sadly not going anywhere. Yeah, so again, TRX in the long term, I'm not going to hold it long term. I think Justin Sun is a very smart guy. He's on Forbes 20 under 20. He's projected to be the world's first trillionaire. But I'm not going to hold Tron for the long term. I will let people pump it, and I'll ride the pump, but then I'll sell it and get some cryptocurrencies that I think are going to be game changers in 5 to 10 years from now. Number 10. Number 10, dude. No one expected number 10. You have Ravencoin. Ravencoin. If you guys don't know what Ravencoin is, let me go ahead and pull this up. Oh my god. So a friend named Cryptogenic got me into Ravencoin like at the very beginning of the year almost, or not the very beginning, but I believe it was like February or March of last year. He got me into Ravencoin. You can see my little icon down here. He got me into Ravencoin, and it's a cheap coin. Again, it's ranked at number 134. It has a $39 million market cap. It's a very small coin, but it's a good one. When I got into this thing, I want to say it was like 800 on the list or something. It was crazy, so low. Now they're in almost top 100, which is crazy. So they've grown a lot. Ravencoin. What is Ravencoin? It is the fictional word world of Westeros, ravens are used as the messengers who carry statements of truth. Ravencoin is a use case specific blockchain design to carry statements of truth about who owns what asset. Ravencoin aims to implement a blockchain which is optimized specifically for the use case of transferring assets such as tokens from one holder to another. So it's on its own blockchain, specifically meant for transferring one set of assets to another. That's its primary focus. It's crucial, it's needed, and it's effective. It's growing substantially. So Ravencoin is kind of my secret pick on the list of something that I am doing now. What I want to make clear here is I am not buying any Ravencoin. I have never bought Ravencoin, but I mine Ravencoin. So that's how I get all my Ravencoin, is I just mine it. The rest of them I will buy. So my honorable mentions. Now I have 2 honorable mentions on this list. I want to talk about the first one because I've made videos about it for Encash. Encash is essentially they have an active working product, which is one. It's huge. I believe it's ranked at number 140 right now. Could be wrong. 152. So it's lost a little bit of value. It's ranked at number 152. It's currently valued at under 1 cent. It has a market cap of $330 million with a total supply of 10 billion. So it has a lot of room to grow. You could see this thing hit like 4 or 5 cents easily with this happening. Again, I think it has a lot of room to grow. If we go to their website, I can explain that a little bit more, but essentially what they do is they work in the retail market with you going into stores, and please don't send me notifications. So basically when you walk into a store, it's going to know you as your customer. Man, I have been so bad at chat. I'm sorry. Let me talk to chat real fast. Justin's freaking prodigy. Hashtag fanboy. Damn right. Lol. ECAD. Google likes them, so I love them. All right. Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. VMedia Corp says Dash Digibyte is being adopted in South America, Venezuela, since with hyperinflation. Yeah, dude. Cryptocurrencies. Okay. Another topic I want to talk about, VMedia. I'll save that for after this. The cell phone zapper. Yeah, so I want to talk about hyperinflation and how that's getting played out and how cryptocurrencies are the solution to that. Essentially, Nucleus Vision works in the retail market. It's an app that you get on your phone. It knows when you go into what store. So when you go into a store, it says, it kind of alerts the people at the front. It's like, hey, welcome, your customer, Brendan, which is my name, just walked into the store. He's been looking at this, this, and this on your website or whatever, and he's marked that he's interested in this. You should help him out and give him suggestions. And so then they walk up and they're like, hey, we saw that you're interested in this stuff on the website. You've been looking at belts. We have a new set that just came in that is what your purchase history is used to. And it's basically this whole smart platform. It's so smart. There's a video on it. So I don't know if I want to show the video right now, but it's a cool coin, and they have an active working product. But again, this is just an honorable mention. This is just one of my low market cap. Throw a little bit of money at it. If it does something, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be broken, right? It's just one of those kind of cash grabs, or not cash grabs. That's a really bad word to describe it. It's one of those ones where low risk, high reward, right? So other one is Karma. I don't want to talk too much about them because I have been talking to people from Karma. They have been reaching out to me. It's a very new coin, but it promotes what I like to promote. I just want to make sure that they're not a scam and that they're not just like, if I tell people to invest in it, that they're not just going to run off with people's money, because that's not what we're about. This entire channel was made so that we don't have to deal with coins like that. So what you have is you have Karma. Karma essentially, again, it's brand new. It's barely listed. It's only listed on like 3 exchanges. Essentially what it is they reward you with cryptocurrency for doing good deeds in your community. Cash grab, I love it. Probably the worst word I could have used if we're being honest here. VeChain and Dent will do serious damage in the next bull market. Yeah, dude. Dentacoin. Oh yeah, Dentacoin. I still have mixed feelings on Dentacoin, but I think VeChain will definitely probably tear up the next market. It's another one of those ones that you look at and you're just like, holy crap, we could make some money using VeChain. Let me go ahead over here. VeChain, I mean, still, dude, it's on a warpath right now. I mean, this thing is tearing through the market for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Where's the price of... Tell you what, we're about to find out. Well, you're currently sitting at 1/3 of a cent. So, no, Dent, not Dentical. Oh, I thought you were just like abbreviating Dent. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've looked into Dent yet. I've heard about it and I've looked at it once, but I still don't know like what they do. I need to take like a good look at it. So I'll probably do that on send data, prepaid top-ups. I'll tell you what, dude, I'll take a look at this off stream though. Thank you for hitting that up. Yo, Power Chief, welcome, dude. Great to have you as always. It's been a while, I know. So let's go ahead and back here. So that's Karma. Again, I don't want to talk about too much about them because I want to make sure that they are a legit cryptocurrency and they're not just a cash grab. They're not just going to like, I'm not going to like tell people to invest in it and then people invest in it and then like 6 months down the road, they just like run off with everyone's money because that would be horrible. So again, I'm looking into them. If they are a legit cryptocurrency and they're not just a cash grab, they're not just like a BitConnect or a scam coin or whatever you want to call it, a useless coin, then I might buy some or I might partner up with them sometime. But again, I need to put some research in the Karma to make sure that they're legit. Let's go ahead. Ooh, lots of talking. My throat is dry. I'm gonna drink some more water here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do some technical analysis. So at this time, if you guys have a coin that you guys want me to talk about, then go ahead and put it in chat and I will be sure to do a little bit of technical analysis on this. Man, we've covered a lot. Another thing I want to talk about, guys, is I'm actually restarting my Patreon. So my Patreon, again, I quit my Patreon when I went to work for Hyped on Crypto. I'm not working for them anymore. I'm back to doing my own thing, but I am going to be starting up a Patreon again. It's literally going to be about everything I talked about tonight. It's not going to be just technical analysis. It's not going to be just trade setups. In fact, I would encourage you, if you are looking for strictly trade setups, to not buy my Patreon. Because if you're looking, and I'm a very honest guy, there's one thing about this channel I want everyone to know. It is I am honest and I'm transparent. So I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, and my opinion. So again, if you're going to buy the Patreon, whatever, straight for trade setups, it's not going to be the Patreon for you. I will be doing lots of fundamental analysis, historic analysis, technical analysis. I'll be doing lots of news articles in there, my personal thoughts on the market, what coins I'm looking into, what I'm mining, what I'm buying. That's essentially what my Patreon is. It's you guys allowing to get my complete insight on the market, like all the decisions I'm making. You guys will pretty much get to see like my entire mindset. So that's what my Patreon is. I want it to be a very informative thing. I don't want it to be just something where I'm telling you, buy this, buy that, sell now. I want you guys to be learning with me, and that's what the Patreon is. So it's not just one thing. And there should be a link. You know, I can grab a link. But I just want to make that clear. And I should probably actually put this in the description of my video here. Also, the link to the Discord's in the description as well. I'm going to put the Patreon link in here as well. But then we're going to do some coin requests. So I don't mean to talk about Patreon too much. I don't want to be that guy. But just in case any of you feel so led. I want to make sure it was affordable too. So it's like $35. Nothing crazy. I've seen ones that are $500, $200, $150. It's less than all of that. So let's do this. Power to achieve. Less blessed says right. Same. Yeah, dude. Great to have you back, dude. Less blessed said, I won't lie. I felt some type of way when you went to Hyped on Crypto. I felt some type of way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we can talk about that. A lot of people disagreed with that decision. A lot of people disagreed with that, and that's kind of half the reason of why I'm back here on my channel is because, one, I can have full transparency. I can have my own deal. I can do my own spiel. I'm in college. It's a lot more on my own time. And a lot of the community didn't like it, and a lot of people told me about how much they didn't like that I was over there. So that's part of the reason as to why I'm back on this channel. And I'm probably going to stay around here on this channel. So yeah. They're solid. They are solid though, and I only knew that because of you, buddy. Yo, thank you so much for Less Blessed. So hold on one second, guys. I need to take some medicine. Another reason why I'm back on my channel is I have been struggling with some health problems, pretty rough health problems in the past like 2 or 3 months. So I gotta take some medicine real fast. So I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing some technical analysis. So while I am chugging away at a little bit of pills, you guys can write all the coin requests that you guys want, and we are going to be going through and doing some technical analysis of some cryptocurrencies. So of course we've already done Bitcoin. We'll probably do Bitcoin again here, just because so many new people have joined since we started off the video. But I'll tell you what, we'll do like an altcoin or two, then we'll come back to Bitcoin, then we'll go back to some altcoins. So you guys throw down in the chat what you guys want us to look at, and we will go ahead and tear through some altcoins. So, oh yeah, everyone down in there. Thoughts on credits, dude? Let me put it on the list. I need to get a notepad out. Woo. Power Ledger is backed by Australian government. I totally just put water all over myself. Yo, thank you so much, Less Blessed. Side Girl says, I really like Power at Vine Media Corp. I like their platform. I'm curious and hopeful to feel about their future. Heck yeah, dude. Can we do Theta? Absolutely, we can do Theta. Let's go ahead and put it up. Theta token. Let's do it. Elf, let's do it. I've become bullish as of recent. Drink alkaline waters. By the way, bro, we need you around and healthy. I haven't been too healthy lately, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been... yeah. Whatever I have, dude, it sucks. I don't know. I've been trying to go to doctors to like figure it out. I go to like a specialist, whatever. I got my appointment moved up to Thursday, so... oh, dude, I hate getting knocked to sleep. So I'm really hoping when I go Thursday, they're not like, hey, we're going to have to knock you out again. Did that once. Worst experience of my life. Yeah, so... wet t-shirt party. Oh, God. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having problems with, like, shit, my chest, my esophagus, my stomach. In that area. Just, like, not working right. What do we do? What are we doing? Credits? Or here. What is the abbreviation for credits? CS. So I'll tell you what, dude. I have never, oh man. So we can't look, we can't look at CS right now. I mean, I'll tell you what I can do is I can pull this over here. I can't look at CS right now. At least not on TradingView because they don't have a pair for it on there. I can look at what markets it's at. Yeah, so they don't have any TradingView markets that I can look at if I'm looking at this directly. So what? It's 2 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents. And I know I'm not, again, I haven't looked too far into credits before, but oh man, see, this is hard to tell because it's only been out since March. Again, I don't know what I really can't do too much about it just because it's not listed on here. But if it was, dude, I would be more than happy. If you have another coin that I could do, I'd be more than happy to do it. So next one, Theta, right? I think it was Theta. Let's go ahead and take a look at Theta here. Theta. Theta BTC. Let's take a look. Do we have one that's a better time scale? I don't think so. Alright, we're going with Binance. Theta to BTC, let's take a look over here. So, first things first, we're going to be looking at Theta token on the 4-hour on the Binance exchange. They're pretty far down, all the way from, what was our Satoshi value? 3,600 Satoshis, all the way down to 1,500 Satoshis from their initial launch on Binance. If we're looking at our MACD, we're seeing lower levels of negative momentum coming in here, but you're also starting to see you could have some more bearish activity coming in here. So this is it was nice, right? Let's talk about why it ran up first of all. So if you look at this, first things first, you have complete bullish divergence on your MACD, triple bullish divergence on your MACD, signifying something big was coming over here. And of course, what you have is you have your highest level of positive momentum that you've had in your MACD since the very beginning of July, since the end of June. So that's very, very good to see. Again, this is your oscillator on your MACD signifying triple bullish divergence. If you're looking at it now, you're looking a little bit bearish because here you saw your momentum fading away. You're losing positive momentum, lower levels of positive momentum on your MACD, signifying that you are going to be heading downwards. So what you have is you have yourselves reaching negative momentum that you previously saw double bottoming at July 15th. So I believe August 15th. Excuse me, not July 15th. So August 15th. Where did my chat go? I just lost chat. They've danced around 1 cent for a while. I think. Check out Phoenix Coin. Is it any good besides being called Phoenix? I'll tell you what, dude. I'll add it to the list. We'll take a look at it, Mr. Jeff Samuel. That's not it. Phoenix. All right, add to the list. Hashtag Theta Gang says less blessed. The ball python is in my Discord avatar pic named Phoenix. Heck yes, hi girl. Jeff Samuel said it was on another exchange first besides Binance. Hashtag Theta. So what are we looking at right now, right? To get a better look at this, I would want to look at the RSI. This is pretty good. I mean, this is pretty healthy, dude. Triple 1, 2, 3 continual higher highs on your RSI, showing that you're a very, very strong coin right now. But like every coin, after it rises, it also needs to fall a little bit just to correct itself. So this looks like it's probably going to have a little bit of a correction. I mean, 4 consistent higher highs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting over here, moving your way over, consistent higher highs, very, very strong right now for the area of Theta, but it looks like you're going to be correcting yourself. So you've been seeing over here that this almost reversal has been happening on Theta, showing that you're kind of getting ready to at least pull back a little bit. So of course over here you had an absolute great run, an absolute monstrous run. If I can double click, and if we were to find some support on Theta, where would that be? Well, we can go ahead and take a look and aim that we might find support somewhere around this area over here. So we can go ahead and circle this, but you're probably going to find your support over in this area, which is going to be around 1,221 Satoshis. So that's what you're aiming for ideally on Theta, is if you can't hold up here on your 50-day or on your 200 MA, then you would probably come back to this area. Again, you do have support over here, so keep in mind around 1,350 Satoshis, you're going to have some more support. You have candle body closings over here, you have candle body closings over here, and you have a little bit over here. So you have triple candle body closings giving yourself support. Now, what I'd like to see on Theta, ideally, is for you to set up yourselves in an ascending triangle. This would be a huge move for Theta, as if you could set yourself up here in an ascending triangle, 1, 2, 3 touches on your top already, with maybe coming up here, rallying yourself a third line of support, which would be very, very huge, and kind of bounce yourself through here. That would pretty much guarantee you a break towards the upside, because ascending triangles are a bullish continuation pattern. So if you could hold this ascending triangle and kind of bounce your way back here and do something along the lines of this, and maybe come down here and come back up here, then bounce down here and then shoot out. So that's usually how ascending triangles work, because you're eating away at the buy walls. All of these buy walls that are set, you hit it, you're eating it. You have a piercing candle over here, eating through it, eating through it, eating through it, eating through it, keeps getting rejected, but you keep making these buy walls smaller and smaller and smaller, eating through it again. They keep getting smaller and weaker. You come back out, you come back here with even more strength, and it gets squeezed, and then you break through because the buy wall, by this time, the squeeze can't hold the pressure anymore. So that's how ascending triangles work, and so hopefully in a perfect world, this is what you'd want to see happen on Theta Coin. This would be your ideal move, is to come back down here, touch support, and then come back up and retest this. So that's Theta Coin, and what my personal thoughts on it are for right now. So hopefully I explained that good enough. Theta, can't remember which one, totally fine. Someone show some love and hit those likes. Yeah, dude. So I don't expect people to like smash the likes. I mean, it would be awesome, don't get me wrong, but I've been gone for a while, right? I've been gone for a while, so I don't expect my streams to be nearly what they used to. I used to have like, I have some streams that have like 4,000 views, and other ones nowadays that are probably going to be a lot smaller. Partial in fact to what's happening in cryptocurrency and how much smaller the market is now, but also partial in fact to me being gone. So that's kind of my fault. So what was the next coin that we were going to look at over here? Theta Elf. Taking a look at Elf, dude. It's time for some Elf. A Elf? A Elf to BTC. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Oh, wait, okay. So I'm going to leave this up here for a second. And then I got to take some more medicine, because I have lots of medicines I have to take. And now I lost it. I'm also on like a super strict diet now. Not very fun. Not very fun. I can eat rice and chicken and oatmeal and water. And that's pretty much my life. And lettuce. I can eat lettuce. But you know how much fun spinach is to eat. So this, okay, already, first off, before I even eat this thing, this looks like a falling wedge to me. So dude, medicine's no fun, man. Alright, so let's talk about this. What do we got? Man. Wow. First things first. So, of course, what I want to do is try to make something out of our all-time high. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. If we're going to look at something on a better time scale, this would be it. So ideally, what you could do here is either set up one, a channel, or two, a falling wedge. If you're going to set up a falling wedge, ideally it would be like, wow, that worked out really good. Ideally, it would be this. Breakout imminent. So ideally this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on your support. 1, nah, you don't really count. You can maybe count them. Not really, didn't even touch. So like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 now touches on your resistance. So it's kind of at a crucial point right now. You're looking at this and you're saying, all right, what's going to happen in the big picture here? You've touched support 5 times. Is it going to have to touch at a 6 before it breaks out, or is it just not going to break out of this? So all eyes on ELF right now, saying what's truly going to happen over here. I mean, if you take a look at your RSI and your MACD, let's go and take a look actually. First off, see, this is generally not what I like to see, because what you're showing here, you're just not showing to be very strong. This looks like clear seller or buyer exhaustion to me, because what you have is you have so many levels of low positive momentum coming in here. Like, look at how small 1, 2, 3, 4. And then not only do you have these 4 little mini ones with like a couple big ones in between trying to raise the price just from all the negative action that it's been having. I mean, your oscillators down here are entirely negative. Look at this, it's entirely negative, and it's not even a good way because although over here you're getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, now you're higher again. Of course, over here you're back to being lower, but the buying pressure is not to be anything impressed by. And over here, you see it plateauing, which is not what you want to see as a buyer. This is very, very bad. That's not very, very bad. I don't want to over-exaggerate it, but it's not your ideal to break out of a falling wedge that's this big. Now maybe we can bring this down to like here. And get some even more touch points in it. It doesn't really change too much. The line of resistance is almost the same. I mean, you can see here it's almost the same, so maybe you can count it as over here, and you might like that more. Doesn't really change too much. The resistance line is going to pretty much stay the same here. It's going to be, you need some momentum to break out of a falling wedge this big. So, possibility. Let's take a look at the RSI. RSI might be telling us something different. So previous high, you're on your way back upwards right now. I mean, you can see the candle right here, but if that candle doesn't break this, then that's what your RSI is looking at, looking a little bit bearish. So personally, I would not be buying ELF right now. I would be waiting. If it does come back down here, again, if we talked about if Bitcoin takes another leg down, then you could see it fall back down, touch support, which would be a very cheap ELF. They think the cheapest it's ever been. Maybe come down here, double bottom on support, and then break out of this giant falling wedge. That would be an ideal buy. You generally do not want to buy on resistance. Why? Because it's called resistance for a reason. You don't want to buy up here because it's resistance. If it does get rejected, then you want to get the best area of value, which is always on support, never on resistance. So that's ELF in a nutshell. Again, I don't really know what to say. That was kind of a crappy TA, but I don't know. Well, again, this is going to have to something that you're just going to have to watch. What I'm afraid that it's going to do is it's just going to go side. Looks like, personally, this is what it looks like to me. It looks like it's just going to go sideways out of this wedge, out of this falling wedge, which is like not what you want at all. It'd be better for it to fall and get rejected here and go back down than for it to go sideways out. So I'm afraid that it's just going to go sideways out, and then you're going to have yourself in a bad spot. So we'll see on ELF. So that's the short term. I'm not saying in like months from now it's just going to be crap. I'm just saying like short term. That's what I'm looking at. Destroy and rebuild. That's right, Les. There's very few of you guys who have like been with me since I started. There's a lot of people who are with me. Power to Achieve. Were you the one who told me months ago, like months and like so far back, you were comparing me to Data Dash? I think it was you. I could be wrong. I can go back and check, but I believe it was you. And you were like, you'll do good one day. You'll be like up there. And then I left. Bitcoin is looking good now. Hopefully, it's not a bull trap. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. So BTC to USD, we talked about how this could very well be a bull trap, and you could have another leg to come down here. Blizzard, yo, welcome, dude. So great to have you, Blizzard. Vibe Media Corp said, another low volume coin, red coin, which can bounce quickly. Yeah, dude, we'll add red coin. Phoenix. Red coin. So taking a look at Bitcoin. So my initial thoughts, what am I seeing? Well, you're about 2.5 hours, you're about halfway through this candle. And what I'm seeing is that we drew a rising wedge, which is bad, right? Rising wedges are bearish. It broke out of it, and now it's holding on top of it in this channel. So you're getting rejected at the top of the channel, at the top of this upward channel. Totally good, totally normal. Honestly, that's good. You're holding on top of this rising wedge, which is ideal for if you're a bull. And what I'd like to see is for us to continue holding on this rising wedge, maybe even breaking out of this upward channel. If you're a really big bull, this is what you want to see. Is you want to see TA get contradicted, in a bullish manner, and you want to see this bearish TA, you want to see bearish formations get disrespected as a bull. If you want a market reversal, that's what you want to see ideally. That shows you that signs of a market reversal is when bearish TA gets contradicted. So if you're bull, that's what you want to see, is you want to see all this stuff get contradicted, and you want to see this thing just break out, right? You want to see more levels of high volume and this breakout. I will say, if you are a bull, watch out right now, because if we're looking at our volume down here, I don't know if I can make this any bigger, but if you're a bull right now, you see high levels of volume, but you're seeing your volume start fading away ever so slowly down in here. So be careful, because you could be in for a little bit of negative action on Bitcoin. Now, we talked about how earlier this could have one more leg down. Now, we talked about the two spots that this leg could go. First spot that we had ideally would be somewhere around $5,900, touching this triple line of support that we have over here. Falling below that, we see it hitting somewhere around $5,000. So worst case scenario, Bitcoin bounces at $5,000, and then we see it from there. I've said, and I will continue to hold this view, Bitcoin will not go. I just don't see Bitcoin going far below $5,000. Maybe down here. Okay, so this is very possible. Down here again, this is just under. This is $30 under 500 or $5,000. Not 500. 5,000. This is $30 under that. Then you immediately start have candle body closings. One right here, some in here, some in here, more in here, and then truly under this point of 4,500. I mean, you'd have to be ripping. You'd have to have so much selling pressure to be going through all of this. It's psychological barriers. You'd have two major trend lines that you'd have to break, and you'd have to rip through all these candle body closings. Plus, you'd have to be counteracting a load, so much buying pressure. If you go to the orders, I mean, there is so much buying pressure in this area. Now, granted, over here is Twig and Thatch. You have no support until you hit 5,000. But I think since you have no support until you hit 5,000, when you hit 5,000, it's going to be a hard hit. You're going to hit it like a freaking wall, and it's going to be like, oh, shoot, we done messed up. We hit the wrong wall, and it's going to go back up. Because, again, no support from 5,500 all the way to 5,000. But, when you hit that, dude, you're going to hit it pretty hard. So you're going to have a lot of support down there. Of course, so not only are you going to have candle body closings, psychological barrier, plus a line of support. I mean, triple support for $5,000. Triple support. If you break that and you go down below these candle body closings over here, you're going to have bigger problems to go. I would watch out, because if it breaks that, then you're setting yourself up for some lower prices. Whew. Power to a Chief says, yes, you are that guy, dude. Yeah, dude, I remember you. Dude, you were always in here chatting. The day that you said that, and you're like, you won't remember me or something, I was like, I'll have to remember if you're a mod. So I modded you. No regrets. So that's Bitcoin's TA right now. I was talking to Jeff Samuel. He runs a cryptocurrency Discord called Decentralized Live News. I was in there talking to him and some other people today, and we were talking about this. You could very well see one more leg down. Personally, I don't see it going below $5,000. It's my personal prediction, but we'll see what happens here, because right now it looks to be holding. So we'll see. Personally, what I'd love to see is it to come back down to the bottom of this channel and just find support there. So 1 support, 2 support, 3 supports on Bitcoin. So this is our little channel that we have. I'd like to see it find a little bit of support on the heart line, break down from the heart line to the bottom of the channel, hit the support of the channel, and then go back up. You probably see yourself bounce somewhere around $7,300, $7,400. That would be a perfect world. Whew. We have been going for an hour and almost 10 minutes. If you guys are enjoying, hit the like button. Thank you so much, Side Girl, for reminding people as well. Alright, next coin. Let's talk about Phoenix, dude. What is the abbreviation for Phoenix? I lost my coin market cap. Phoenix coin? Is that it? PXC? PXC. Oh, I do not believe that they have it on here, unfortunately, and I do not know what Phoenix Coin does. It is a low market cap coin, market cap of $300,000, rank number 1,189. So I do not know what they do, but I do enjoy low market. Let me know right now, actually, guys, what is your favorite low market cap cryptocurrency? I really enjoy looking at low market cap cryptocurrencies and ones that have potential, because you throw maybe like $50 at it. Haha, I typed in the wrong one. It is on here. Well, you now have a 50-day EMA, which is better than no EMA. Alright, let's take a look. Maybe something like that. So triple touch on your support, triple touch on your resistance. So maybe something along these lines. The problem with this is that it almost looks like a descending triangle. This isn't like ideal, but I guess it's technically like a wedge because you are getting continual lower lows. So ideally you would have it like this because you would have continual lower lows over here. So it'd be something around that area. Ideally your best area of value would be down here on support around 250 satoshis, 253 satoshis. Could be setting itself up for a breakout. Looks like it's a very, very new coin. I mean, your MACD is showing that you're having you're losing all your positive momentum, right? So if we're looking at this, you're seeing yourself have lower levels of positive momentum on your MACD, which is not ideal, at least not in the short term. So you're getting a little bit of negative in the short term, but if you're looking at it in the short term also, your negative momentum is pretty much patched up. I mean, you're losing negative momentum also just as fast as you lost your positive momentum over here. So I mean, as of right now, it's saying bullish divergence, but we can look at this on a 1 hour time scale and get a better read for the short term. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, we can look over here and maybe do something like this. So again, short term, it's running. What you would ideally want to see here is a higher high on your MACD, maybe get something up in this area instead of over in here. So maybe get something a little bit higher on your MACD, get some good positive action, and we'll see where we can go from there on Phoenix or RSI. It's pretty neutral right now. It's pretty neutral. I will say you are getting higher levels on your RSI. You're continually coming back stronger and stronger. What I mean by this is down here, you're coming back stronger and stronger and stronger. So you're continually reaching yourself higher over here. So you're rejecting your negative action, your negative levels on your strength index. But ideally, what you also need to, we can't just look at this one-sided. I'm really tired. You're also continually going down, so keep in mind on that. You'd ideally want to get yourself somewhere up in like this area. So that's what a healthy Phoenix coin. Again, this is such a hard coin to look at because of how low of a market cap it has. You could have one whale come in and this thing would be at like 500 on the RSI. So Blizzard says thanks. Absolutely, dude. I believe I got a Binance airdrop on this, but meh. I've never participated in an airdrop. I've heard so many mixed things about airdrops, about just everything. I've heard so many mixed feelings about airdrops, but like I don't see how they can necessarily be a bad thing, right? If they're giving out free cryptocurrency, like how can that be bad necessarily, right? But it's like some people are just like, they're horrible, don't participate, you're gonna get freaking hacked and wrecked and hashtag screwed. And I'm like, alright, I'll stay away. But like, how can, it's like they're giving, like, how does that, they just give you free cryptocurrency and some people are like, don't do it, don't do it. I mean, I've never participated because I've only ever heard bad things from them, but I don't understand how that can ever be a bad thing. So, but I've always heard bad things, so I've never done it. But I just don't know how that's a bad thing. Sold ASAP and bought Quark Chain. I don't know what a Quark Chain is. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. All right, what other cryptos do we have here? As we finish up, we have Redcoin. Redcoin. Oh, the sports coin. I know too much about this coin. It's fantasy sports in the form of cryptocurrency. Hashtag Redcoin. It's a cool concept. It's a growing concept. Start 1 hour. I don't want to look at the 1 hour. Alright. This is a weird looking... This thing looks weird, dude. Just look at the candles on this thing. That's weird, man. It's all wick. It's all wicks, dude. That's crazy. It's just straight wicks. That's absurd. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this, and then we'll bring this show to a close. So first things first, on here, the first thing I want to do is get my line of resistance set up properly if we're doing it in a more immediate sense. Probably somewhere around here. If we're looking at best case scenario, maybe we want to see a falling wedge or something. Whew, that just looks like a straight channel. Not what you want to see. So ideally you could have this, which is a massive falling channel. Not good at all if you are bullish on Redcoin. Looks like it's going straight into the ground right now. Let's try to look at this in a bullish manner. Again, it only has 2 touch points, so it's like you can't make too much up. It needs at least 3 touch points to be verified. So maybe you could say that this is like some massive falling wedge action, and like Lord knows what'll happen, but like maybe it could be, I mean, look, it could be either one, honestly. You could have, I'll tell you what. We're gonna do this. Maybe something along that line. Because then we can at least see the heart line. Sorry, I'm zoning out so hard right here. It doesn't look too good ideally. I mean, your MACD is small. Man. Ideally, I mean, it even looks bearish on the MACD. I'm gonna be sorry with you, or honest with you, because that's how we do it here. We're honest. It looks pretty bearish. So lower levels of positive momentum. Saw a little bit of seller exhaustion just because of how much it's fallen. Double top on your MACD, falling down, negative, lower low, not ideal. And then now you have double bearish divergence. So keep that in mind. Looks like it's a bit bearish at the moment. So RSI, saying the same thing. You were oversold. You're coming back down for some lower action here. Now, ideally on your RSI, you want to get a lower high. You can do that. Maybe you can rally to some bullish movement, but like right now, it's not looking too hot. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be buying Redcoin. You're getting rejected off of your heart line of this channel, plus the resistance that we have over here. So ideally, I would not want to buy. I would be staying away from Redcoin. Rough. Grizzly bear. Yeah, for real. All right, guys. I'm really tired. Wow, that just, it like hit me in like the last like 12 minutes, like last 18 minutes or so probably. It just like hit me. I'm really freaking tired. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing this live stream going, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, I'll be sticking around here probably for like another 5-10 minutes, answering whatever questions that you guys have, anything like any questions that you guys have, crypto related, not crypto related, anything along those lines that you guys want to talk about. I'll probably just be hanging out here for the next 5-10 minutes chatting with you guys. So for the most part though, everything that I had planned is now up. If you guys have video suggestions, do not forget to write video suggestions. I have the link to the Discord in the description below. You guys can join the Discord, talk with me, add me, ask me questions. I have people shoot me questions all the time, and I am fairly fast at responding to them. So yeah, so thank you guys all for watching. If you guys haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But again, I just want to show my appreciation. This is kind of like my welcome back stream. I haven't streamed in a while. I love streaming. But yeah, so thank all of you guys who participated today. Hopefully it was informative, but we have gone over everything that I have planned. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and back to Bitcoin over here. And we're just going to kind of chill out for the next 5-10 minutes, answer anything that you guys do have, and take a look at Bitcoin. And this is like, you guys know, every stream I do, we always have this. At the end of every stream, I call it the chill session. We kind of just relax. There's not necessarily a lot of talking. We just kind of chill. If there's questions, I answer them. If not, I just chart, kind of. I just kind of chill here and chart. Chill and chart. CNC. So this is like the nice part of the stream where you can hang out if you want to, but you don't have to, so. Time for chill and chart time. My favorite. My voice can recover. Oh wait, you know what I'll do? I'll take some more medicine. That's what I gotta do. I got more medicine I gotta take. Yay. Forgot I had to take this. Good night, bro. That's the wrong word. The people are happy once again. Less blessed. Thank you so much, dude. Thoughts on BitMEX? Yes, I have thoughts on BitMEX. I don't use BitMEX. I want to be honest. I don't use BitMEX. Not that I have anything against BitMEX, but I hate using the word manipulation, but BitMEX has been the recent subject and target of manipulation. So they're very in that area of like, if someone's involved with manipulation, it's BitMEX. When they went offline, clear manipulation of their servers, with their whole Tether deal that's happening over there. I think that they're very involved with market manipulation. So that's my thoughts on BitMEX. Again, it's not like a horrible thing, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I think about it, to be honest, because they got to make money in the bear market because they are a huge part of cryptocurrency. But in the same sense, dude, like sometimes they just need to like chill out. Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, so I think if you don't think that BitMEX manipulates at all, I think you're like a little bit just like, either one, you just don't like conspiracy crap, right? Because I mean, you can't prove it, so it's a conspiracy. But no one's ever going to be able to prove that, so. Convert AF, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's been pretty obvious. I think the other day they had like an $8,000 candle or something. Like, come on, dude. Really? Really? I'm using Bitfinex, but yeah, the MEX, dude, they've been up to some stuff. ETF approval next month. It's possible. I'll tell you what, the whole ETF thing was an absolute joke. Did you guys notice? I was watching this. The ETF approval, dude, when it got officially rejected, the price did not go down or anything at all. Everyone that knew that it was getting rejected, already knew what was good. The people, the Silicon Valley, these huge big names, they knew what was going to happen before we knew. As the common folk, I was talking to Jeff about this today. As the common folk, we're at a disadvantage because they know stuff that we don't. And I've said that and people make fun of me for it. Clear example was the whole ETF thing. The price went down. It was postponed, not rejected, postponed. What happened? She goes back up. All the sellers were done. Gets rejected. What happens? Keeps going back up after it was officially rejected. After it was officially rejected, it was going up. That doesn't make any sense. That the only reason for that is that everyone who knew that it was officially getting rejected already knew ahead of time before we knew, and they got themselves skedaddled. So we'll see, dude. Again, I'd love for it. I don't think it's, I've always said I never thought ETFs were as big a deal that everyone made it to be, because it's only the United States that are dealing with ETFs. There's ones in Europe. The largest ETF in Europe's already looking to use cryptos. The Billionaire Boys Club does not show. Yo, thank you so much. Power to achieve, dude. You have a great night. They do not share. It's pretty funny, honestly. It's true, dude. They're greedy. Whew. Oh no, dude, Bitcoin's looking pretty bearish at the moment. It's looking pretty bearish. I might exit my position. That I don't have too much in Bitcoin right now, but the little bit I have, I might take some profits. You just started losing positive momentum. It's not confirmed yet, but it's pretty close to it. RSI is starting to hook. And it's lower than it had before. Oops. If you look over here, lower, right here. Over here, it's continually lower. So, not ideal. So, it's looking kind of bearish at the moment. Australia's in an armbar right now. Madness is on the way. I can smell it coming, dude. I'll tell you what, madness is coming for stocks and real estate. Staying away from them right now, dude. You're gonna have something happen here. We're in the exact same spot that we were 100 years ago. We are in the roaring 20s. If you guys learned about this at all in history, you have the roaring 20s of the 1920s, one of the best, most times. Everyone had big houses and land, and food was abundant, and everyone is investing, and it was right. I believe it was. There's like no war or anything. Everything was great. Everything was at an all-time high. Everything was amazing. It was the roaring 20s, one of the most significant time periods in history, especially within American history. And then you have the Great Depression happen, right? Everything, the roaring 20s, everything's at all-time highs. Everyone's rich. What happens is reality sets in. It can't be like that forever, especially not when you're on a fiat currencies. There's not been a single fiat currency that has ever succeeded. Every single one has failed or is currently failing. You look at, in 1972, the U.S. dollar was taken off the gold standard. The U.S. dollar has been in 4 lifespans. Full gold standard taken off that in 1972 by Nixon. In the half gold standard, it was taken off that. The partial gold standard, it was taken off that. Now we're on a no gold standard, which blows my mind. It's a huge reason of why I'm in cryptocurrency. You cannot have something. You cannot have something and just say it has value, therefore it has value. Paper is not something that has supply and demand. Gold and minerals and jewels and all that does. cryptocurrency does because it has a limited set total supply. Something that you can print indefinite amounts of that is made out of paper and wood cannot have intrinsic value. The only value, since it no longer has even a partial value to gold anymore, since it does not even have a partial value to gold anymore, it's doomed, is what it is. And so what happens is, as long as the American psyche believes that the government is telling everybody that it has value, as long as the people believe that, it has value. It has mental value. That's it. But until people go, oh, hey, and realize if they go to the bank only has 10% of their money. If people go and try to pull out their money right now, they will not let you pull out more than like $2,000. And then not only will they not let you pull out your own money, they will tell you and try to investigate you and see that something's going wrong. They'll investigate you. I've had it happen. My family's had it happen. If you go and you try to pull out too much money, they're going to say, hey, what's up? What are you up to? And they'll kind of like sneak their head into your business. Because they don't have your money. They do. They track your stuff. They're like, what's the deal over here? Why are you trying to pull out such large sums of money? Like, what do you, they peek their head in the door. It's like a meme. They're like, what are you up to? So as long as literally all it is now, since it's not backed by anything, they just keep printing more and more, and it causes hyperinflation. As long as people believe it has value, because the government says, hey, we printed some more paper, it has value. As long as the people believe it has value, it has value. But that's not going to last forever. Hyperinflation is going to hit, and it's going to have another times. We're in the roaring 20s of our century right now. Just like it was in the 1920s, exact same scenario, and everyone turns a blind eye to it. Why? Because it's the roaring 20s. Everyone rides around in their convertibles to their mansions. If you guys have ever seen The Great Gatsby, I compare it to that, right? Kind of this, again, it's not exactly the same, but you compare it to that. Everyone's riding around, going to parties in their convertibles, having a good time, living life. It's the roaring 20s. What comes next is the Great Depression. So people need to be aware of that. If you look at the NASDAQ, if you look at the Dow, if you look at fiat currencies, they are failing right now. And historically, they've always failed in third country worlds first. And what's happening is you're having third country worlds fiats fail. You're having the governments that run on fiats fail in third country. Venezuela, Iran, these small countries in Asia and Africa. And what's happening? They're starting to get into cryptocurrencies and gold. Because they have intrinsic value. They have set total supplies. You can't just print more of them. And so that's the revolution, and it's already started. I don't know. People turn a blind eye to it, and some people say it's crazy, but you look at the stocks right now, dude, and if you don't think that thing's in a bubble, you're absurd. Another reason to be in crypto is because when the Dow fell drastically a couple months ago, crypto's shot up. When the Dow and all the markets were taking a hit, crypto shot up, dude. So it makes you think, if a market crash happens, what will happen? I'm not saying cryptos will. I'm interested to see if the market does crash, will cryptos go up? I'm interested. I personally think it will. So because they're not tied to the US dollar, they're cryptocurrencies. Sure, they might fall some, but personally I think people are going to put their money in them. Turkey next. I think so, dude. Even Turkey's struggling. I wouldn't even say Turkey is a third world country, too. That's scary. So, something's going down. It's true, dude. That's what happened so far, so we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this video to an end, guys. Thank you guys so much for being part of the live stream. We went through a lot of stuff today, a lot of coins, a lot of requests. As always, if you guys wanted to join the Discord or the Patreon, there's a link to that in the description below. The Patreon is like literally just reinstated, so I think they charge you at the beginning of every month. Not sure how that works, but thank you guys again once for watching the entire live stream, taking part of it. If you guys haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. Big shout out to Less Blessed, Power to Achieve, Jeff Samuel, Via Media Corp, Cygirl, and everyone else who took part in the live stream and chatted with me. Make crypto great again. Heck yeah. So thank you guys so much. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring this video to an end, guys. I'm in full screen. I'm going to go ahead and bring this video to an end, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. It has been my pleasure to be with you guys, talking to you guys about cryptocurrencies. and I will see you guys. I'll probably be making a static video tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys ever want to chat, shoot me an email, shoot me a Discord message. I freaking got you. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Until next time.